with the mission to keep as many men on as many guns for as long as possible. We called him Doc. Welcome to Combat Vet Vision. And now your host, Aaron Chief Seaburge.
Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome to Combat Vet Vision. Hey, this is where a lot of our veterans, myself, we get to talk about our opinions, things that we saw in combat, things that affected us. We also get to have our sponsor, supporters, and volunteers on deck to talk about why they're doing what they're doing and the reason why they're supporting, they're helping, they're doing whatever they're doing is really amazing. And I have Charlene Brisson on today from Purple Heart Originals. She's been in my life for a long time. She took an idea that her husband, Jim Gularte, had. And Jim Gularte, a four-time Purple Heart from Vietnam vet, good buddy of mine, one of my best friends, and one of my mentors that inspired me to really kind of step off and do this thing. This was kind of his little thing, and she kind of ran with it and created this really awesome product and these custom ammo cans. Charlene, thanks for being on with me.
I'm excited to be here, Doc.
So you were at your shop in Oceanside, correct?
Correct.
And I've been down there to the shop, and she's had a couple of them and gone through a couple phases, but she makes some incredible custom ammo cans. These things are hand furbished from going to the powder coaters and getting totally redone from there, to getting their hands on with a combat vet, to this cool designs that Charlene comes up with or other people come up with that kind of work hand in hand, and she comes up with these really awesome designs. And you've moved from the 5.56, some 30 cal can, and 50 cal cans that are kind of being used also not only as keepsake boxes, but as urns. And that has become a really special kind of thing for you. And all these cool events that you obviously get to go to include a lot of Warrior Built and the PTSD Foundation events that we've talked about. You help support both golf tournaments that came up this last summer in July and August. Oh, both of them are in July. And yeah.
Time flies.
Time flies.
Oh.
And a lot of other projects and cool things and cool people that you've really made a huge impact on their lives with. It's not just some sort of plaque. It's actually a living plaque kind of thing, because the wife doesn't let you put an ammo can. Hey, I got my stuff in there on the shelves, but these ones get exceptional kind of privileges. So talk about it. Talk about you first.
They do. Besides, just to carry on from what you were saying, they're even better than men's Tupperware, because they have been known as men's Tupperware. But our ammo cans are really, really special. Because they're the authentic ammo cans from the military. So they've been used in training or they've been used in combat. And like you said, we refurbish them. We sand them down. Jim, my husband, does a lot of the refurbishing work. He does, then he takes them to the powder coater, gets them done, and then we do the design work on them. But he started this idea. He used to do the PTSD program with you at the Warrior.
Warrior Battalion West on Camp Pendleton.
Yeah, and he would come home with these ammo cans, the raw original ammo cans, and he would take them to the trophy shop and get them to design up something and print or engrave on them. And for his buddies that were retiring, or it was something special, it was their birthday or a special event or occasion, and he would give them to them, and they would be so honored. They would be almost crying. I couldn't believe the emotion that would come from the recipients. And so and the trophy shop did an average job, if maybe average job. And so when I looked at them, I said, honey, we could do so much better, and we can make such a greater impact than just a couple here and there. And I have a marketing background. I've been doing marketing for way too many years. And so online, offline marketing. And so I just started investigating and looking into what it would take to do this. And I found the online auctions of the ammo cans, and I was no lie. I was getting my hair done and I accidentally bid on 800 ammo cans and won. And I didn't even know that I had gotten them. 3 days later, I checked my bank account and I had 800 ammo cans that I paid for. And so we leased a printer and brought that in, and that was the beginning of everything. And that was in 2016. And since then, we've done literally several thousand ammo cans, and they are tributes. Most of them are tributes to veterans, tributes for the families of the veterans, whether they are still with us or they have passed. And urns, like you said, has become a really big part of what we do. You can even see in the background. This is George Key, who is the great
grandson
of Francis Scott Key, who wrote the national anthem. And we did this can for him and his family. We did many of them for him and his family.
And he served in World War II. His grandson here.
He was on the beaches of Normandy.
Yeah,
so
incredible.
You can see that we take the career of the veteran and put it on an ammo can, and then the legacy carries on. It's you know, it's so important because people put so much into their lives, and you know, going to war can be such a traumatic experience and a brave and courageous experience that is not I don't think is recognized enough and honored enough. And this is really what we're doing, and this is why we do it, because it heals the soul just a little bit. You know, it heals the soul. It brings peace. It brings pride. It brings that legacy for those grandkids, right? Your children and your grandchildren, to not forget. You wouldn't believe how many people will order a can and they, you know, their loved one has passed and they don't have their DD-214s, or they don't have a proper photo, or they don't. So what we're doing is we're encouraging them to even get this done prior to passing, so that it's all there. So you can just give it to your kids, because they want to share your legacy. They want you to be honored, and they want to hear about it. And often veterans don't talk about their experience, and so this is when they start talking about it.
Yeah, and it's interesting because, you know, I've listened to Jim talk about this ammo can, right? About how, you know, in combat, you know, it's everything. And him being a sniper, he's in a couple books, he's been there, he's done that. But he talks about this can as this like really cool device, not only, you know, to brush his teeth, you know, to wash his face and to do all this stuff, but to keep his rice dry while he was, you know, out there in the rain.
His socks dry, to cook his rice, to sit on, right?
And now it's this whole other like kind of memory that's on the shelf that's like, hey, I remember this can. It was like my best friend. And to listen to him talk about it is like legitimately, you know, you use all these tools that you have out on the battlefield for multiple different reasons. And whether it's to stack up and start doing exercises or doing a whole bunch of other things, you know, load them full of water and start working out. You know, there's so many uses of them, but to take it and then it becomes more this artistic, gorgeous history, a history lesson in all aspects of incredible, you know, things that have gone on. And it's not just for the veterans. I mean, this is obviously for lots of different reasons. You have a couple other products that you've put together, coins now. You know, you got the challenge coins that are going into effect.
Yeah.
Hitch covers for vehicles. You know, name some of the other products you got. You got obviously the handles. Talk about the handles real quick, because they're 550 corded.
The super thing about these and it's not, we don't just do this high. This is kind of the high end of what what we do. We call them hero cans or honor cans. We do a lot of basic cans that have basic designs because we can print anything on an animal can, absolutely anything, whether it's the flag. And we also do a lot of first responders. So we do, green line, blue line, red line, gray line. We've done all kinds of different flag designs, eagles. I've even got a whole series of animal prints that we've printed on ammo cans. We do a lot of patriotic designs so that, for those who, are feeling that they want to take them to the range, or they want to take it, out and about. It's not just for ammo, by the way. It is for ammo, but it's for all kinds of different things. You can store absolutely anything in them. We have inserts that you can put into them. So trays, stacking trays. So you can put your ammo in there, but you can also put your tools, your nails and screws, and for on the boat to go fishing, for your bait, for so many things, for women, for jewelry, for makeup, anything. And then we've also come up with a design that I've never seen yet, is that it's inserts for beer. So we have cooler inserts. You can stack six cans in the 50 cal or 3 in the 30 cal, and it'll actually keep them cold all day long. So we've got those inserts. We've got gun, to store your weapon. And the thing about the 30 cals is they can easily be locked with a padlock. So we're doing the challenge coins, which are really popular right now. We do ornaments that are, hang off the cans. We're a specialty printer. So with a niche, and our niche is home of the ammo can, certainly. And by the way, we're the only ones who do this. No one else does this. You sort of see a few of these cans lately that have some images on, but they're all from China. Not that that's a bad thing. They're all from China, and they're not as sturdy because these are the real McCoy. And so they're waterproof, fireproof, fire resistant, and airtight. And they are solid. These are solid cans.
Yeah, and you can give us a tour of your shop, right? You can walk around. Let's take a look. Talk about some of the stuff, because obviously you got some cans from, I think, World War I, if I'm not mistaken. There,
this is a traditional computer, so I don't have the flip around camera. But here's
okay.
So it might be a little crooked.
That's all right. That's all right.
You can show us what we're going through, and show you some of our. Here's our World War I. Can you see it back there? World War I, World War I, and they're wooden. They're not metal. They didn't start making. These are wooden. This is our World War II can, which is metal. They didn't start actually making metal cans until the end of World War II, believe it or not. So these guys were carrying these heavy, heavy, heavy boxes, as well as with their, here's an animal print.
Oh yeah. And you do these cans too for marriage, when people get married.
Weddings.
Full on family cans.
Beautiful. Here's a wedding.
Yeah, wedding can, right?
Yeah, so they're gifts, right? They make just incredible gifts. Here's one for Stone Brewery, Arrogant Bastard. Right. Oh, here's this one you can. Relate
I
to.
stand with Ukraine. Yeah, Ukrainian can. Beautiful.
We're saying prayers all the time for you. There's the other side of the Arrogant Bastard.
Oh, and the ornaments. You just had some ornaments in the frame there.
There's some really beautiful ornaments. So we do a picture on one side and then the branch seal on the other. Of course, you got to throw in a few sporting events.
Sporting cans. You got some challenge coins up there, but are those aren't your which ones are? Yeah, this one's your how you do this, right?
Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. So again, it's the picture of the individual, and on the other side is the
Branch or whatever else you want on there.
Like here's my husband. Here's James H. Gularte, Staff Sergeant. James H. Gularte.
Oh yeah, there's Jim Gularte,
And
4-time Purple Heart guy from
side,
Vietnam, United States Marine Corps.
United States Marine Corps. But we do them in different ways too. I mean, you can really put anything on them. Here's another one that we did for the back of his, with his phone number and the different Marine Corps. Yeah, and we do, like here's a police.
Oh yeah.
We do, we really do.
And you got this really cool storefront, but you do the printing in the back. That's Jim Gularte in his early, in Vietnam.
He's just a young guy. Yeah, here's some of the pictures of some of our recipients. And I don't know. I know this guy.
There I am.
Oh, there you are again. We got you up there a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we do, we do a lot of cans for women too. It's not just, and we did your, I don't have.
Oh, golf tournament. Yeah, that was for, yeah.
Golf tournament. The Warrior Belt Golf Tournament. And here's some police up top.
Oh, and you do those prints on the canvases too. And if you look at some of these canvas prints that she's got, this is actually from Crash Jensen, who actually did he actually did the podcast logo for Combat Med Vision. But he works with Charlene on some of this stuff, and he recently got a hold of you, correct, Charlene?
Yes, he did.
Okay,
and he sent us some beautiful artwork.
And he's a digital, artist, combat camera, combat Marine that does some of this artwork. So it's absolutely incredible. So there's some guys from Warrior Built.
See if I can get you
golf tournament.
That was a golf tournament.
And these cans go pretty good at golf tournaments too, because
oh my gosh, yeah.
You put golf, your golf stuff in there. Some of the cool things that you want to do.
I'd rather do that thing. Yeah, because you can fill them up with golf balls and beer. Basically everything, This one's really beautiful. One of the things we started doing too, which is new, is we print now on the latch.
Oh, yeah.
We do a full-on latch print.
Nice.
Which is really beautiful. And, the thing is, Doc, is that, yeah, you see the picture. Oh, yeah, aren't those pretty? But when you really see it, when you feel it and touch it, it's just amazing. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
Because
and you do and you do a lot of texture printing, which means like she prints one level and then another level gets printed on there.
Yeah,
and this is
then with a gloss over top.
Yeah, so this is not a sticker. This is a definite print.
No,
and it's actually just incredible. So, and if you get tired of one side, you can flip it around and have the other side showing. And some people only get one-sided cans done.
Some people do. Some people just get one.
But you might as well get both sides, because I mean, look at the history you get in this. I mean, it's an incredible piece. It's kind of just something cool, no matter what you look at. It's your wife's not going to let you have that green can in the house, but she's definitely going to let you throw this up on the shelf.
Well, we put pads in the bottom.
Oh, pads, yeah.
And this one we have printed on the bottom, but we're sort of moving away from the printing on the bottom. But it's when we can do it, it's a really wonderful thing to get done. And the paracord, which you mentioned, the handles are all wrapped in paracord. So whether it's just and whether it's just on display or you have it, you're using the can, makes a huge difference because it looks beautiful, and then it also protects your hands when you're carrying.
Exactly.
Yeah. And we've done we donate a lot.
Yeah. I know I asked her to donate a lot to a lot of the events, and I have a bunch of them that come up for different reasons and different
Yeah.
guys.
I think we did 9 cans this just in September alone to different to PTSD USA and to Warrior Built. And we're just working on the design for the funny car and handlebars of America.
Yeah, let's talk about that. You're doing this design. You're coming up with this first place for the car, first place for the
Yeah.
for the motorcycle.
Best in show car, best in show motorcycle. Yeah.
And this is coming up November 1st. And
I
correct?
think it's October 1st.
Oh, maybe, yeah, October 1st. You're
I
right.
think it's October. I'm pretty sure it's October 1st. Yeah. So it's coming soon. It's in Lake Elsinore. And they've done this. This is a Warrior Built and K9 mission event. And Warrior Built has done this before. So you did this last.
We did it. We did it at Warrior Built, but we just don't have the room. So it's being done at the outlet centers there in Lake Elsinore. And
that was before COVID, right?
Yeah, that was before COVID. Yeah, that was the year before COVID. And we had a really great turnout, really great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really successful. So we're doing it again, and we donate cans for those 2 awards, and which is exciting because the event is so great. And then, whoever wins it, then they've got this really nice award sitting on their, their mantle or wherever they want to take it. Because they're portable.
Yeah, let's talk. Yeah, let's talk about the honor flight too. That you got
honor flight.
Yes. This is Iwo Jima, correct?
This group is Honor Flight is an organization that sends
Washington
veterans. They've sent about just under 250,000 veterans since they started on free flights, all expenses paid, to Washington to see their memorials. So they focused on World War II and Korea. And coming up September 30th is the first honor flight dedicated to Vietnam veterans. And they've decided, which they've never done before either, is they are taking an entire unit. So they're focusing on one unit, and it's the U.S. Navy HAL 3 Seawolves Squadron. So these members of the squadron are coming literally from all over the country, and they are being flown out to Washington, D.C. to see their memorial, see the wall, and to be honored, to be honored. So it's going to be an amazing event because many of them haven't seen each other in how many years, 50 years, 50 some odd years. And also some of them have never met before, but they were all on the same squadron. And the cool thing about this squadron and why they were chosen is that because they are they were all volunteer. They're the first or the most decorated aviation unit during the Vietnam War and in all aviation history. And let me take that back. The most decorated unit in the Vietnam War and in all of aviation history. And they weren't recognized until 2010. So this is an incredible welcome home for them. And so what we're doing is, and Jim, my husband, is a Vietnam veteran, Purple Heart Vietnam veteran. And he was a sniper for the Marine Corps. And he will be attending this flight as a PTSD specialist. So we're very much involved, and it's the San Diego chapter of Honor Flight that's doing this, even though they're coming from all over. And so what we've done,
they're gonna come from all over into San Diego, and then they're gonna take one flight from San Diego to Washington, D.C. So
isn't that incredible? And so what we've done is we put together we've got the Honor Can project. And our first program, our first project is for the Honor Flight, the Seawolves Honor Flight. And we've created an honor can that we will be giving to each one of the attendees. And this is the design that we've done. So it has the representation of the inaugural honor
Cool.
flight, of course, and the dates. And of course, the Vietnam soldiers, the memorial in Washington, D.C. And then on the other side, it honors the sea wolves themselves. So Vietnam and
the sea wolf emblem.
And the emblem.
The
And
Vietnam.
they lost 44 men. They were an all-men unit. They lost 44 men. And so actually this weekend, they just did a flag folding at Miramar to recognize them. So we're really excited, and we're raising money to do this. So we would love to be able to do it all ourselves, but we need help from the community. So if you're interested and want to participate, and everyone who participates and contributes gets a one-of-a-kind limited edition challenge coin for the honor flight, for this honor flight. And they just have to go to honorcanproject.com and just follow the links, follow the click here, click here, click here.
Say that again, Charlene, so people.
Honorcanproject.com.
Yeah, you don't have that on your website, do you? Because I got purpleheartoriginals.com.
Yes,
Purple
Heart Originals is our website for all the cans and all the products, and
it has a link to this as well.
On the top menu, there's Honor Can Project. So just click on that. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'll keep everybody in the loop on how to do that.
What's going on, Doc?
I know. I wish I would have had that link before I would have put it in here on the show notes, but I do have purpleheartoriginals.com on the show notes. You can click on that and go to your site.
So it's going to be really exciting. There's going to be a lot of tears when the veterans come back, leave, go, on this honor flight. As we know, Vietnam veterans were somewhat disrespected when they came home. So this is a really great opportunity to do some healing.
Yeah, you got a really good perspective on all this. Obviously, being from Canada, you've adopted the American culture of our military, and you have a very good knowledge of it and balance of just what motivates each one of us as we get one of these cans or something like that. And, I'm totally honored to be a recipient of this can as well. And you can purchase these cans on our website. There's all kinds of ways to do it. There's so many cool things about it. Any last cool things that you want to talk about, feel free to do so. And then if they want to get a hold of you, talk about how to get a hold of you. And obviously it's on the show notes, but
also looking for wounded veterans, because we work with wounded veterans. So looking for wounded veterans who want some part-time work and would like to do something meaningful. So they are most welcome to reach out and let us know. Our phone number, our direct cell where you can text or call is 760-691-6966. Our email is support@purpleheartoriginals.com. We're really excited by what we do, and we're always trying to achieve more and reach out more. And we were at the POW MIA recognition day was on Friday. And so yesterday there was a film that was released called Courage that had 5 Vietnam veteran prisoners of war and 2 that were children, civilian prisoners during World War II, which was fascinating. So if you ever get a chance to watch that, we donated a can for that. We donated a really beautiful POW MIA can to help them raise money. That's what's going on. And I'm excited that you're helping us spread the word. And again, 760-691-6966 or purpleheartoriginals.com, and email support@purpleheartoriginals.com. And as much as my husband, Jim H. Gularte, Staff Sergeant of the Marine Corps, does not like me to talk about him. He is the entire reason for this, and it gives me great pride to support him and what he's doing, and to do something that's just so different and so meaningful. Yeah.
That's awesome, Charlene. I just want to add, I'm hoping to get Jim Gularte on here next week as a follow-on to
Good.
this. You know, he's been reluctant to come on just because,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of times guys are a little bit weary about telling their stories, but Jim's story is all over the place anyway, so he can
Yeah,
tell it,
that's
but
what I tell him.
it's written in a couple books. I mean, I'm not famous or anything, but you know, it's awesome that you came on here. For one, I've been wanting to get you on here for a long time, but this is a perfect time to do it. And I want to say that the honor flight, the reason why Vietnam vets have not gone is because they've been so busy trying to get World War II vets that
Absolutely.
you know, the last bit of them that they can
Yeah.
to be able to enjoy their life on such a trip. And now
Yeah.
they're down to such a small amount that you know, it's really hard, and it's hard for them to even get out and do anything.
Exactly.
So now they're able to start working on the Vietnam vet. So thanks to the honor flight. Thanks for everything. Thanks for everything you're doing, Charlene. Thanks for the support, the friendship, the love, the everything. You know, I just love that you're involved in this. I mean, Jim's the reason why I'm carrying on a legacy that he started with all the support he did. And I was like, hey, when I retire, I kind of want to be like you. You know, you got to be careful what you ask for, because now I'm helping support combat vets in so many different ways, and you're part of that. And thank you so much.
Well, we love what you're doing, so thank you. Thank you. We send people your way all the time, you know, every once in a while you get a call.
Yes, I do.
Because we get veterans who might come in, or someone who says, oh, you know, we've got someone who's struggling or suffering. So we will send them your way to PTSD USA.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is so many cool things going on. Charlene, thanks a lot for being on the show. This is Combat Vet Vision. This is where, you know, obviously we're able to do a lot of really cool things, and just an honor, and you're part of that honor. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Hey,
Doc.
until